Hello there. I am Tamala Lucas, and this is my first time doing bragging about my book. So hopefully you'll get something out of it. Let me tell you about the author. I have been writing since I can remember. I love to write. Those who know me, you always see me with a notebook. You always see me with a pencil. You always see me writing, and that's what I do. I just write, write, write. And so uh, I count it a privilege today to brag about this book that I had published in 2015 called Pompi, Your Love. Um, Before I go into detail, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity, for listening, and I'm praying and hoping that maybe you'll learn something from this book. This book is about my mother, and my mother is Pompi. Okay, and so am I nervous? Yes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start reading something from the book. Pompi, a beautiful doomed child, accepted this abuse because she was abused all of her life. She grew up in an environment in which neither of her parents, whom were children, did not want her. First of all, they were children. They did not know how to raise a baby. The sad part about this situation is Pompey, a beautiful doom child, Dad Gallipoli, tall and handsome, had other children too. She was tossed from house to house. Her mother would beat her because she did not want her. Her dad did not like the mom anymore, so he took his anger out on Pompey. She grew up with low self esteem. No mirror in the world could show her how beautiful she was. The hurt that she carried inside spilled over into her adult life. And we see that with some people, don't we? We see that if a child has been abused, they take that with them as an adult. And sometimes you wonder, why is that person acting that way? If you just get to know and learn who that person is, then you'll find out about their past. And then you'll find out why they are acting the way they are acting and doing things that they do. And you say, why do you keep on getting to these horrible situations? Why do they keep on getting the same abusive person in their life? It's because they have learned that they were trained. So that's what Pompey Your Love is about. It's about a woman going through her journey, and it's from a child's point of view, and how this child had to watch her mother go through trials and tribulations. And it has some good points and ups and downs. You know how we do in life. But this book is to encourage you, to let you know that there is a way out of abuse. You know, a lot of people go into abusive situations because multiple reasons. Some might think that they are supposed to go that way or they deserve it. Some people like to punish themselves. Some people think there is no way out. But when it comes to pumping your love, there is always a way out. Always. Don't ever belittle yourself. Don't ever say to yourself, oh, I deserve this. No, you don't. You deserve the best. You need to look out beyond there and say, I deserve the best. You tell yourself, I deserve the best. And this abuse goes on everywhere. Just because a person is in a particular situation, maybe you might think, well, that person's poor or that person is this, that person is that. It doesn't matter who you are. Abuse is abuse. It comes in all shapes, it comes in all sizes, and you should never, ever, ever, ever let somebody come into your life and say abuse is okay because it's not. And sometimes we forget who we are and we say, well, let me forgive that person. You know, yeah, they beat me, knocked me down the stairs, gave me a black eye, but they came back and said, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. And you take them back, the next thing you know, you're in the hospital. You have to love yourself enough to say, you know what? I am not going to go through this again. You have to get you a support group. So I'm here to encourage women. I'm here to encourage women to please, 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 please. If you find yourself in that situation, get out quickly. You don't have to tell the whole world, just go. A lot of people stay because maybe they have children and they say, well, he's taking care of me financially. Let me tell you something. If God has put you on this earth, he will provide. If God has put you on this earth, he's going to protect you. He's going to get you out of that situation. Don't stay there. Move. And I'm just so encouraged, and I'm praying and hoping that you are encouraged to get Pompi your love, because she go through a lot of stuff. But it's encouraging because she gets out of it. Why? Because she found God. Oh, yes. And I'm telling you, he makes ways out of no ways for you. You just got to trust and believe him. And then the sad notes, it says, many children follow the same pattern as their parents. Isn't that true? You said, dang, that child sure is acting like their parents. But they do that. That's why we have to be careful. We have to say to ourselves, do I want my children to be in the same shoes as I? Do I want them to be in an abusive relationship? No. So you said, come on, let me get myself together. And it's easy to talk about. Oh, it's easy to say, get out the abusive relationship. Oh, it's going to be all right. But I'm talking from experience, because this was my mother's life I wrote about. And so I witnessed it personally. And then as I got older, I told myself, I will never, ever let anybody put their hands on me. And no one has ever put their hands on me. But don't you know abuse comes in a different way? Don't you know you could be abused? You could be verbally abused. Oh, yeah. Mentally abused, spiritually abused. It's all different kind of abuse. But when you don't know that as a child, you think it, well, I'm not going to get hit on. Then you find out as you get older, there's all different kind of abuse out here. So I'm trying to encourage women, get in a support group. Find somebody to love on you. Find somebody to say, girl, I got you. I get you here and I get you there. You don't have to worry about that. Just run, go here and do that. But I'm trying to encourage you. And also, this is for the adults. And I pray that you do get that book. But I love to write. And that's not the only book I have wrote. I was also blessed to write How I Feel on Any Given Day. It's a children book, my first children book. And I had published this in 2020. Yes, it took me a while. My first book was 2015, and this is 2020. And it's about the days of the week. Being an educator, I've always come up with different, how teachers, so we come up with different things to teach children to help them learn. And I notice children are visual learners. You could talk all day, but you have to show them how to do this, show them how to do that. So in this picture here, I asked the children, what do you see? Wind. I see wind. This is very windy. So what day do you think the wind will go for? And when? Wednesday. So I took pictures that or mimic the days of the week, and I put it in my children's book, because this I've been teaching from this concept for a good 30 years. And children learn the days of the week from this concept. They learn how to spell the word, and they memorize it because they connect the picture with the word. And again, that children's book is called How I Feel on Any Given Day. That's my first children's book. My second children's book is Celeesa Needs Love. And this is a trilogy. Yes, I didn't get an illustrator. I did this all by myself. I did this all by myself. I was very creative. I did my little crayons, my markers, then I got some little letters, and I did this all by myself. I said, I want to be involved with my illustration. So Celeesa Needs Love. And Celeesa is a little triangle girl who end up going to a school where all people that's blue circles. She's the only one that's different. And so you have to go through the journey of Celeesa. And this is a trilogy. Trilogy means 3 parts. You will see her life in elementary school, junior high, and high school. You can see, and you can purchase this book you can purchase all my books on Amazon. But if you'll have the ebooks. But if you want the actual book itself, you will have to go type my name in, Tamala Lucas, and you will see Pastor Tamala Lucas, and you click on that, click on the book, and then you can pay for the book, and I will send the book to you, a hard copy, because the hard copy is not on Amazon. You will have to get the hard copy from me personally. But Celeesa and Bobby, I'm telling you, I want to take this forward. I'm talking to a lot of people. We're trying to get this into a cartoon. So, yes, I'm taking that to the next level. And when it comes to Pompi, You Are Love, there is a part 2. Yes, it is. There's a part 2. Part 1 is about my mom. Part 2 is going to be about me. How when we say that our children follow our footsteps, yes, they do. So part 2 is going to be about me following my mom's footsteps. So I'm so glad that you had joined me today. And if you have any questions about my books or how to get in touch with me, you can message me through Facebook, or you can email me, tlucas, TLUCUS 55 at gmail.com. You can get in touch with me any time of the day and ask any questions that you want. And again, I say thank you. And I hope that this book will encourage you. And I hope that my children's books will encourage you too. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye.